He admittedly was a victim of a magic spell that gave him delusional thoughts and false beliefs.
Assalamu alaikum and hello to my non-Muslim viewers. David Wood, the same David Wood who tried to kill his father with a hammer and was put into a mental hospital by his mother, says that the Prophet Muhammad was possessed by black magic, and because of that he had delusional thoughts, and Prophet Muhammad wasn't reliable because of the black magic that was put on him. So what is the source for the black magic spell? It's an authentic hadith. It's in those hadith he cited in the video in Sahih Bukhari and things like that, and Ibn Hisham and the biography of Ibn Hisham and stuff like that. But what David Wood doesn't tell you is that this this black magic spell that was put on the Prophet Muhammad actually proves that Prophet Muhammad is a real prophet, because if you read Sahih Bukhari 5765, and I'll be posting the link to that, to the entire hadith below, um, uh, so you can read it for yourselves. It says that the person who informed the Prophet Muhammad that he was possessed, or I'm sorry, not possessed, that he was bewitched by magic, was the angel Gabriel. So the angel Gabriel, according to Sahih Bukhari 5765, told the Prophet Muhammad, or the Prophet Muhammad had a dream that that he was bewitched. So the Prophet Muhammad didn't know he was bewitched. Then Prophet Muhammad had a dream, and then in that dream, it was said that he was bewitched by a man, by a Jewish man. Um, so the Prophet Muhammad later on knew how to cure himself from the black magic, because he put a comb into he took the comb out of the well. So basically, in this magic spell, uh, um, you know, um, this magic spell was done by a Jew putting honeycomb in a well, and then because of that, um, the Jew did a magic spell on the Prophet Muhammad. So if Prophet Muhammad was a false prophet, why did he get a dream that allowed him to cure himself uh, from the magic? So if you read Sahih Bukhari 5765, it says that the Prophet Muhammad was able to he was able to cure himself. Um, he was able to cure himself of the magic spell. It says in the end of that hadith in Sahih Bukhari 5765, it says, Allah has cured me. Prophet Muhammad said, Allah has cured me. I dislike to let evil spread among my people. So basically, David Wood doesn't cite the whole hadith, because this hadith actually disproves his claim. This hadith actually proves that the Prophet Muhammad was a real prophet, because he had a dream, or he had a prophecy that told him how to cure himself from the black magic. And again, this is found in Sahih Bukhari 5765. So my question is, if the Prophet Muhammad was a false prophet with this magic spell, then how come he had a vision, or he had a prophecy, or he had a dream that allowed him to cure himself? So that proves that he's a prophet, that he's a real prophet of God, because God helped or cured the Prophet Muhammad after the Prophet Muhammad was bewitched. So basically, if you read the Gospel, if you read the New Testament, if you read the Gospel of Matthew, it says Jesus went rock climbing with Satan. So Christians aren't going to say, yeah, that means Jesus obeyed Satan. It's just, people of God, or prophets of God, because Christians believe one of the things Jesus is a prophet. Prophets of God and messengers of God and agents of God, they can be deceived by evil spirits, by Satan or black magic and evil spirits and things like that. So this story is true, that the Prophet Muhammad was bewitched. That's true. I'm not denying that. But read the whole story. Prophet Muhammad was cured because he had a dream, a vision, a prophecy that told him how to cure himself of that black magic. So the Prophet Muhammad was a false prophet. Then why did he have a vision or a dream or a prophecy that allowed himself to cure himself of that black magic? So that's further proof that he's a prophet of God. Because if he was a false prophet and he was bewitched, then why didn't God just let him live with those delusional thoughts? No, You know, he was under a magic spell for a few weeks. That story that he was under a magic spell for a year comes from Ibn Ishaq, and Ibn Ishaq's not a reliable biography. So the Prophet Muhammad was bewitched for a week or two or something, and he was later on, and then later on he had a dream from God or a vision or a prophecy that told him how to cure himself, and he was cured. So that's the whole story. You know, so enemies of God can play tricks on you. Um, you know, when you're an agent of God, when you're a prophet of God, when you're a man of God, etc. So the enemies of, you know, Christians and Muslims can play tricks and do things that harm you. You're not always you're not always 24/7 under God's protection. So the Prophet Muhammad was given this test, and then he was cured of the test. You know, and so that proves that he's a prophet. Because if he wasn't a prophet, why didn't God just let him, have these delusional thoughts for the rest of his life? No, it was only a short period of time, and then later on he had a dream, a vision, a prophecy of how to cure himself. So this hadith actually proves that he's a real prophet. And again, I'll be posting the link to the hadith below. So, this hadith actually refutes David Wood's, whatever argument David Wood's trying to make, it actually refutes it. This actually proves that Muhammad is a real prophet. Because how did Muhammad know how to cure himself of the magic spell? Allah told him, or God told him. So that's further proof that Muhammad is a real prophet. Thanks, Saul.